Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. This is a separation game. We are right in this conference championship race, but today is the day we show we're the better team. He wants to use that home field advantage, make sure the crowd is up, on their feet, and loud. But he says, guys, we've got to give them something to cheer about early to start the game so we can use that home field advantage. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Morris. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Griffin. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got a chance. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just feeds the running back. Push down for the tackle.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Running inside. It's Jackson. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And and the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Inside, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in with one hand. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. On the run, it's Jackson. Runs through the tackle.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Johnson looking to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He caught it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Griffin. Fires to the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Quick release on the RPO. Across the 45. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Powers through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Quickly complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He's going for the goal line. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Tries to get it himself. And they go to the quarterback sneak on 2nd down, and they might have to reach a little deeper in the playbook. Stuff again.
And I tell you what, you find the hole. Goodness gracious, when you got defensive linemen that get in the backfield that quickly and the quarterback's trying to sneak the ball quick and get some yardage, defense definitely won that one. They probably knew it was coming and got the stop.
This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal? Touchdown, Bears! Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's White. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Johnson wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Jackson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Turner. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Bears want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly what...
Caught! They will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Baylor.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Baylor! That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Looking for room, it's Harris. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense, for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Running inside, it's Turner. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Griffin. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Morris. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play.
Takes it the other way. Spinderella. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
They'll run it with the jet sweep. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown Wildcats. Took it all the way back to the house. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Number 43, set to kick off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Turner. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll try the counter. Trying to take it back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for space, it's Fields. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, Wildcats. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He wants to change this route. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the air, it's Griffin. Fires to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. The corners are walked up tight. Using his legs, it's Fields. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more speed.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Going to the running game. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Griffin. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He might want another play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Going for the marker on the ground. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finding open it. There's some room. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Some misdirection with the counter.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Bears with the 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Go, go.
Going to the run, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.